ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas Tech's offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Got his man down the middle. That one could really put this drive into hot. As they have a foot. And at the 37. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Carter. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Red Raider. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he'll just... Sun Devils offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Yeah, Palmer, I don't feel bad for this quarterback, but I kind of feel bad for this quarterback because he's going to get some monsters today. And he's had his own struggles, but these guys, man, they all can get after the quarterback. They can get tackles for losses, get you in passing situations, and when they do, they hit you, and hit you a lot, and disrupt the timing. So he's got a tremendous challenge on his hands.
He's got a challenge. His offensive coordinator has a challenge, too, because he's got to find a way to make life easy for him, and that's easier said than done against this D-line unit. They have so much speed off the edge. Even the interior guys can collapse the pocket and get pass rush as well. So for the offensive coordinator, whether it's screens, nakeds, bootlegs, moving the launch point, draws, just trying to get the ball to this guy's...
Caught, and he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Boley. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On third down, here's Robinson. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, Liddell move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
To the air, it's Hammond. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw.
Big scrap into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score on this next possession.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's a give to Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Finds his man. It's Robinson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff for Robinson. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Here comes the option. The option, he'll keep it. There he goes. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has his defense's head spinning with the option. 1st down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Running into maybe some room here. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's sticky. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Joyner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. On the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. On the option. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense. And he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks. Got 2 of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from a season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Back to to throw. It's Foley. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown ASU. Extra point here will tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gets the back moving. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now improvising. On the move, he fires. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it in 4. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Back to pass. It's Bowling. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He'll try to take it back. He's at the he takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And they come up with a huge pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. What a play by this defense with a pick-6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Snowed under by the defense.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer. Nice run by the running back.
Handoff to Joyner. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a...
Might have a chance.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it in the red zone. It's sticky. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner goes down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Holly, what update do you have for him?
Here on the Sun Devils sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Dropping back, it's Boley. With the catch, it's Harris. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Makes a catch. Snags it, and there's running room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. To the air on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. A strike downfield. All the way. Touchdown ASU.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Lee. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's a give to Joyner. Makes one man miss. There's a crease. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 10 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Lubbock. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Boley. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Tight end now in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a fourth down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Nice move to keep running. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
He'll do it himself. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Quarterback moving. He'll throw it. This time it's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game. From the gun on third down. Hauls it in.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Here's the pressure. Swings it out to his running back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gets it to him on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without... And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he puts through the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drive. Ball is loose. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it and keep possession.
Trying play action. Makes the catch and he's free. Has plenty for the first down and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Bowling. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Bringing the heat. Trying to get away. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a first down and maybe the start of a long drive.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Hand off to Joyner. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Off play action. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. This drive will open from the 15. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simmons. He's got enough for the first down, they'll spot it at the 37. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've got it at the 37, it's first and 10. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He fires one deep over the middle. Upstairs, he's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone.